Hi guys, welcome to what essentially is a mess at the moment. This is my first video. A little bit of backstory is a few years ago my uncle out of the blue just rang up and he said he was downsizing and he wanted to know if I wanted to have his collection of trains. As a boy I remember playing with them. And I says, yeah, no problem, I'll take them off your hands, I'll look after them. If you ever want them back, you know where they are. And just out of boredom, I thought to myself, I'll actually try and get some running. I managed to pick this table up. I think it was £30. I went and got this, and I've just started to actually try and get them running. If I show you down here, it was basically, I had to go to his flat and just take them out. He'd built some cupboards, storage. There's 3 layers in each one. This is a tub, one in there. Some are rolling stock, some actually got locos in. I have tried to protect them as best I can, some of them look a bit squished. That's the 3rd. This is the 4th tub. More locos in that one. That's the 5th tub. And then there's a 6th one. Basically what I'm doing at the moment is taking them out one by one. Just seeing if I can get them running. If I can't, I'll strip them down. A few YouTube videos on how to clean some of the, I think it's called a Ringfield motor. These are the ones so far I've managed to just get out and get running. This one I had to try and fix something to the tender, actually fixed to the train itself, and basically give them a clean as well. If you look some, I mean, these coaches, very dusty, very dirty. Get them running. Once they're running, leave them for about an hour running, clean them up, put them back in the storage. Because what I will do eventually, this table is too small for this. I do have a loft space which I am clearing out. Hopefully I can get a layout, just a running track all the way around. This I will actually turn into an N-scale scenery. Now, I do not know nothing about trains whatsoever. I'm not into trains. I can tell you a couple of, I mean, I know this is a HST from a kid. I don't know what this is. A tilting one. I couldn't have a clue. I'm more into the making things, getting things working. I like making things. Talking of making things, this yellow box was just an absolute graveyard of bits, chassis, bodies. There was motors. Everything. Just body shells again. These things, I don't know what these were. I think they must have been out of a weekly thing. I don't know, but they're false. They're fake. They're just plastic. Nothing turns on them. So I literally just took them all out, threw away stuff that's no use to. I mean, this is just the casts, bits of plastic. I think my uncle was trying to make stuff in his youth. I couldn't tell you what that was going to be. But out of all those bits, I did actually manage to put this one back together. I don't know if those wheels were off that, because there was another piece of metal that sat on the top of this that went under there. It's just over there. This is it. I'm not too sure, But it looks better, it runs, it works. And that was the tender, and the other one at the moment is that one. I don't know what that is. 4454. Those were the wheels to it. The chassis was smashed into little pieces. The brass pickups inside, they were snapped. I've managed to solder them on. It's running. And that tender, the top half is off that train, but the bottom half, the chassis, is off something else. The original one is here in pieces, broken up. That's the original motor. So like I say, this is only my first video. At the moment I've got 5% battery left on my phone. My plan is to get I'm going to take all this track up and put the end scale down, because I had those as a child. I remember having those. And I might just put this as an end scale, sell it, and then hopefully the money from that I'll go up in the loft. Because like I say, I will do another video and I'll take all of these locos out just to see what we've got. They need putting out on at the table, but this table isn't big enough to hold all of those. So I'll see what I can do, get a video set up of me stripping this down and getting ready for the next one. Just to clear all the trains off that table. I'm just going to literally go around the track now and take all the pins out, put it all in a pile, keep the fish plates because they're pretty expensive for what they are. Yeah, I'll fast forward this bit. See how we get on. I can't get over how much this stuff costs in terms of price. When you think about it, it's literally a piece of plastic, moulded plastic with 2 pieces of metal, and I am really shocked that no companies have jumped on the oh, I can make that for cheaper bandwagon. You see like packs of track in a box. It's like 80 to 100 odd pound. I never really had this as a kid, this board. I remember when I was really young in my dad's house, my uncle used to live with him. Like I said, my uncle had all the trains. I remember my dad he just bought me a sheet of wood, and he said he remembered the weekends. All it was me upstairs banging tiny little nails into track, in a room with no carpet. It was one of them lessons you learn, you know, to when you mess with people's stuff, i.e. his trains, my uncle's. You always respected them, you put them back. If you didn't look after them, you never got to play with them again. I can't remember when Pete started collecting these, I will find out. I say Pete as if you know him, my uncle. But like I say, I used to remember going around my dad's house, all this stuff was there. And I remember one year, once Pete, my uncle had moved out, I found out where he went, and we went to visit. And I remember going upstairs in this flat, and I remember seeing the train coming round the one side of the living room and then round the other corner, and then it disappeared into the wall. My uncle had knocked a brick out of every corner of the wall and sent the train track right round the property he was in. Disappeared. Came back in about 5 minutes. I take it this is the what they call the set track. Doesn't seem to be as that's quite rigid though. It does bend-ish, but collecting the stuff I collected from his flat, he did actually leave me a box. There is a box of track, but I've noticed it's slightly, from what I've read, I think it's called fine scale. I think it's the more, it's supposed to be more realistic in terms of, I don't know, sleeper to rail or rail to sleeper, or a lot of them, from what I've read, sorry, it does say that a lot of the older trains, especially the ones that have been given to me from say the 70s, 80s, early 90s, something to do with the flange on the inside of the wheel can bump or ride these the track toys or something. Is that American? I don't know. So like I say, I'm not fully into it. This is just something for me to do. Yeah, so going back a few years, I remember, like I say, my uncle had the house, the double O stuff. I remember my dad buying me, I don't know if I asked for it or I preferred that one, but he bought me the N scale set. N scale. I remember having a Shunter and a Red Royal Mail. I still have them somewhere. I don't think I'll be using much of this track. Given it's well, like I said in the previous video, some of the trains actually struggle to get around some of these. radius. I don't know what this is. It's in numbers 3 and 4. So I'm thinking about it, maybe better. I think this is bent anyway, because some of this it doesn't look like it's actually a curve completely, because when the train's going around it, that front part with the little wheels on the front of the steam trains, it seems to like a fishtail. As if it comes to one piece, flattens out and then bends again and flattens, and it just looks a bit silly. So maybe just having that flexible stuff will solve that. I don't think my son is going to be into this as much as I was as a kid. Like I said, I wasn't into trains. I was more fascinated on the scale model. I mean, I used to do plastic kits. I used to enjoy doing those. Right, as you can see, that sped up section. Unpinned all the track, just took all the nails and the screws out. I don't think I'll be using that track much again. It's a bit rusty. Don't know. But just clear this off now. It's the end of the video. And the next one, I'm not that computer literate, I don't know how to use them much. I'll try and figure out how to put up a picture. I have seen a plan of what I want with the N scale. It's basically very similar to this with the 2 tracks, put it on a continuous loop sort of. So as it leaves the one section, it'll go into a tunnel, and as it comes out the tunnel it'll then start to, erase that, go back. As it comes out it starts to climb, and as it climbs then it's on an elevated section which then goes across and around and then starts to come back down and then join back onto this. And then in the middle area obviously you're going to have a roadway with a station, and a shunting yard, because like I said I've only got the one shunter, and I don't know which one it is. I think they called it a brush, maybe, don't know, a class something, 30 something, and it's the Royal Mail one. Those are only the ones. Maybe I may get another one, I don't know, but it's not for a set for me to keep, it's just something for me to do, then I can pass it on. I'll keep the trains and who knows. So right guys, next video is I will try and, I don't know, to keep this on, don't know, get rid of it and just basically draw what I'm after on there basically. Right, thanks a lot.